This video is sponsored by Raycon. If you're on the hunt for some Bluetooth earbuds, there's no better time to snag a pair than right now, because Raycon is having their Black Friday sale where you can get up to 30% off site-wide. Their everyday earbuds offer a premium listening experience with an ergonomic design, active noise cancellation, and 3 different sound profiles specialized for different kinds of music. So you can truly spend all day with these puppies in and still have a comfortable, satisfying listening experience. They even have a 32-hour battery life and a quick charge that gives you 90 minutes of playtime for every 10 minutes of charging. So whether you're going on a trip, need some extensive relaxation time, or need to lock in and get some chores done, Raycon's got you covered. I've tried using other Bluetooth earbuds while hanging out with my friends on Discord, and they always die on me even when they're fully charged, and I've never had that problem with these, so definitely an upgrade. I also want to mention they've got a great selection of colors to choose from, with some lovely newcomers like the rose gold. The ones I picked are these blush violet. I think they match so well with this purple cloudy case. I've been loving my everyday earbuds, and I think you would too. Go ahead and head to the link in the description, or go to buyraycon.com/moon to get up to 30% off your order during Raycon's Black Friday sale. Thank you to Raycon for sponsoring this video, and as always, thank you to you for watching. Oh, there you are. I knew you'd find some quiet little corner to escape to. You mind if I join you? Thanks. I come bearing gifts. Put them over here for now. Trying to find you at these gatherings is like trying to track down a cat. I have to get inside your head and try to imagine where you'd feel the coziest. This is a good spot you've found here. Best seat in the house, maybe. You're close enough to the fireplace to stay warm, but safe distance from Uncle Jim's storytelling marathon. He's been cornering everyone about the time he almost met Bruce Springsteen. I swear that story gets longer and longer every year. Pretty soon it's going to include that they came up with a secret handshake together and a heartfelt promise to stay in touch. Maybe he even kissed him on the forehead. So, how are you feeling? You doing okay? Yeah, these big gatherings can be a lot for me too. Very, tight hugs, lots of questions, big opinions. Don't get me wrong, it's so great to see everyone, but sometimes you definitely need a little breather. You know, I caught on Linda earlier hiding in the laundry room with a big glass of wine, it was nearly filled to the top. She said it's her Thanksgiving ritual. Maybe we should join her next year. Right, it's a lot of ducking, dodging, weaving your way through, and you just might survive without getting pulled into a debate about cranberry sauce. You know, not to do exactly that, but I have to know. Did you prefer Aunt Marge's or Emily's? Oh, you didn't try them? I'm a fiend for cranberry sauce. Aunt Marge's was pretty classic with the whole berries and a nice zesty hint of orange. Pretty timeless. Emily brought her special cranberry chutney. It was bold, very heavy on the ginger. My mouth is still a little spicy. Probably added an extra year to my lifespan. Ginger is good for you, right? I think so. Well, oh no. I was so excited to deliver this extra slice of pie for you, but it looks a little sad now that the whipped cream melted. But it'll still be amazing. Aunt Marge's pecan pie is really good. last slice before. Last year I saw Max distract Aunt Helen with a fake sneeze just so he could grab it before she did. Yeah. And I snagged us our own personal bottle of apple cranberry cider. Yeah, you hang around me for a reason. I love that color. Bit of a foamier pour. That one will be mine. Oh, so good. Did you know the turkey almost didn't make it to the table this year? It was close. Someone, not naming any names, forgot to take it out of the freezer until yesterday. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a day of thawing per 5 pounds of turkey. So that could have never worked. The blow dryer in the guest bath got some unexpected use, but it turned out fine in the end, right? Did you like it? A little dry. Oh, let's keep that between us. You don't want Grandma hearing you say that. She'll have a stroke. Did you catch what Emily's wearing? Yeah, that bright red dress. It's beautiful, of course, but I think it might have caused a bit of a stir. A family scandal of sorts. Yeah, Aunt Helen's been whispering about how inappropriate it is for Thanksgiving. And Grandma pulled me aside earlier to say she thinks Emily is too modern. Whatever that means. It might not be the dress, though. It could be. Or the fact that she brought vegan mashed potatoes. Either way, I think Emily is loving the attention. Every time someone looks her way, she's been striking a pose. So, she knows she's that topic of conversation. I'm sure she's used to it. Yeah. And then there's Uncle Charlie. He brought another new girlfriend tonight. Rachel, I think her name is. She does seem nice, but oh my god, I wish you saw what happened when he first introduced her to Grandma. He called her Rebecca. Grandma didn't notice, bless her heart, but Rachel definitely did. She gave him a brutal look, like her eyebrows nearly touched her hairline. I was a little worried she'd just leave. Thankfully not. Not that I'd blame her. And it's not like this is his first blunder either. Do you remember last year? He brought that lovely lady, Lisa, but then spent half the night talking about his ex, going on and on and on about the grilled cheeses she used to make him, how she got them so perfectly crispy. Sometimes I think he does that on purpose just to keep things interesting. Or maybe it's some kind of power move. Like, see how many women I can pull. You should feel really lucky to be here. I don't think it really works in his favor. No. Not as intended at all. She looks pissed. Oh, and the centerpiece drama. You're gonna love this. Aunt Denise showed up with that stunning floral arrangement for the dining table. Yeah, pumpkins, gourds, candles. It looks like something that would be on the cover of a magazine. Everyone's been complimenting her on it, and she's been absolutely glowing, basking in the adoration. Well deserved. It's beautiful. But Grandma found out it's a rental centerpiece. I didn't know that was possible. Rental centerpieces. But Grandma's been simmering about it all night. During dinner, she leaned over to me and she was like, "In my day, we just went outside aside and cut what we needed. She's definitely getting more opinionated with age, I think. Meanwhile, Grandpa's been stashing dinner rolls in his jacket pocket all night. First I thought he was just saving them up for himself for later, but then I realized he's been sneaking them out the back door to feed the neighbor's dog. There's a nice gap in the fence, just the right size to sneak a dinner roll through. Yeah, that dog's been having an amazing night, wagging his tail like crazy. I guess it's fitting though, Grandpa's definitely in the Thanksgiving spirit. Sharing is caring. Did you see Max's new tattoo? It's this huge geometric design on his forearm. It's very Pinterest, but Grandpa thought it was like a temporary tattoo, one of those ones you get at the fair. He spent a good while trying to rub it off with a napkin. He's like, it just needs a little elbow grease. Poor Max didn't know how to break to him that it's actually permanent. Did you hear about his breakup? Yeah. He and Stephanie are officially done, and apparently it was not too pretty. She keyed his car, loser, after their last fight. To try to fix it, he added a C to the front, so it says closer. I know. I'm not sure if adding more damage was really the move, but he seems happy enough. It only happened a week ago, maybe, and he's already dating someone new. Her name's Lena, and she's a yoga instructor, very pretty. Linda spent a while grilling him about her earlier. She was like, does she believe in Thanksgiving? Whatever that means. But honestly, Max is handling this whole breakup situation so much better than I expected. Do you remember last year when his fantasy football team lost in the playoffs? He moped for weeks. But now, he's all zen about this car keying incident. Lena must be a good influence. Her yoga, peacefulness, serenity is rubbing off on him. But just between you and me, I think he's trying way too hard to impress her. Like he's trying to figure out exactly what kind of guy she would want to be with, and then is pulling out all the stops to try to convince her that he is that guy. That never turns out well. You can't fake who you are forever, right? Sooner or later, the cracks are going to start to show, and that's no good. It's exhausting trying to maintain this specific image of being exactly what somebody else wants. And then when the real you starts slipping through, you're both just going to be disappointed, kind of erode some trust, because now she's thinking, wait, like who even are you? Yeah. And the thing is, he doesn't even need to do all that. She totally strikes me as the type of person who just really appreciates people for who they are, their authenticity, like she seems comfortable in her own skin and would like to be with someone who's the same way. So I think he just needs to relax. Anyway, let's see if I have any more lighthearted gossip for you. Oh, I know. Did you hear what happened with Aunt Denise's signature dish this year? You know how she always tries to bring something trendy to dazzle everyone? Well, this year it was deconstructed stuffing. Basically, it's croutons, sauteed onions, and sage, the full sprigs. It's kind of all sprinkled on the plate, pretty sparsely, with a very artistically drizzled little gravy design. It looks like something from a cooking competition. But the best part was she announced it with this huge flourish She put a cloth over it and whipped it off like she was unveiling a masterpiece. Uncle Jim was like, "So where's the rest of it?" And she hasn't spoken to him since. Oh, and Aunt Marge, did you hear about her big plans for Christmas? She said she wants to do a Victorian-themed holiday this year. She's already bought head-to-toe costumes for the whole family. Bonnets, cravats, these weird, like, pilgrim shoes, the works. She showed me pictures earlier, and oh my gosh, very ornate. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun, but I don't think Grandpa's gonna be thrilled. She wants to have him wear a top hat. Not really his vibe. She also mentioned something about replacing the Christmas tree with a Yule log. I don't know. I don't even know what to expect that to look like. You can't put ornaments on a Yule log, can you? It'll be unique at the very least. I respect her creativity for sure. What else? Oh, Cousin Emily, her ex-boyfriend, what was his name? Brian? Apparently he's been texting her again. She was showing me the messages earlier, and my favorite is he was like, "I see you thriving, and it's inspiring me to reflect on my own journey." I really wanted to see what she replied, but when she showed it to me, she was strategically holding her hand over the messages that came after it, so she's probably embarrassed by what she responded. We've all been there. But the real drama tonight, the great card game incident. Did you hear about this? So, right after dinner, a few people started playing spades. You'd think pretty harmless, but no. Turns out Aunt Linda and Uncle Charlie are both very competitive. At one point, Linda accused Charlie of sandbagging, and Charlie said, "Maybe you'd do better if you'd keep your paws off the wine." It escalated from there quickly. Cards were thrown, words were exchanged. Grandma confiscated the deck. Don't tell anyone, but I think I know where she hid it. Probably in the very top drawer of the hutch in the dining room. That's her go-to hiding spot for things that she doesn't want people messing with. I know because I used to have this toy. It was my favorite. It was this battery-powered parrot that would repeat everything you said back to you. I loved it. I loved it even more after I had dropped it so many times that its voice turned all garbled and demonic sounding. One time when I was making way too much of a ruckus with it, she calmly picked it up, said, "He's going to take a little nap," and walked away. I looked for it everywhere. A long time later, I was helping her dust the hutch when I found it in that top drawer. She'd buried it under a stack of old greeting cards and loose coins. And get this, the batteries were gone. She disarmed it. So yeah, if I had to bet, that deck of cards is for sure sitting in that exact same spot, buried under some old takeout menus. Linda is not one to go down easy though. I bet by the time the night's over, she'll have smuggled in a backup deck. Or, I don't know, with enough digging through the junk drawers in this house, they'll be sure to find another deck. It's like trying to stop the tide from coming in. This family's going to play spades whether Grandma likes it or not. I'm kind of surprised it didn't come to actual blows. Aunt Linda looked this close to flipping the table. She's done it before. You know how she gets. tell you about the pies. Aunt Marge was fuming earlier because Denise dared to bring a store-bought pumpkin pie. Marge was loudly rambling about how Thanksgiving deserves the respect of homemade desserts. But I thought it was so funny how Denise didn't even try to hide it. She just plopped it on the dessert table, still fully in the plastic container, stickers and everything, like it was no big deal. I respect the confidence. You should have seen Marge's face. It was like someone had insulted her entire lineage. Oh, don't worry. This slice I brought for you is Aunt Marge's. You're safe. But between you and me, I did try a piece of Denise's sinful store-bought pie, and it was really good. Not that I'd ever admit that to Marge. I am partial to pumpkin. I can admit it is like baby food-esque, but that doesn't stop me. Anyway, enough about everybody else. What about you? How's everything going for you? Any good stories to share? Alright, fine. Keep your secrets. But if you change your mind, you know where to find me. You know, now that Thanksgiving's here, the Christmas floodgates are officially open. There's no more too early nonsense. It's actually game on. It's time to put up all the decorations. Get the Christmas playlist on. I've already been listening to some Snoopy jazz. Grandma already, a couple days ago, had Grandpa haul all the Christmas boxes out from the garage. There's 20 boxes. I think she adds another one every year. She's like a magpie with anything remotely shiny. She's got this whole big binder of recipes like she's Mrs. Claus. I love that she takes the time to actually print them out, slip them into all of those protective plastic sleeves, and put them in the 3-ring binder. Last year, she decided to do some of those really fancy iced sugar cookies. You know, the ones that look too good to actually eat. She spent hours meticulously decorating, and then Grandpa, I guess he thought they were store-bought. He ate 3 before the icing had even dried. Oh, she was livid. She said he wasn't allowed to touch another cookie until Christmas Eve. But then I caught him sneaking another one the next morning. The man has no shame. Speaking of Christmas, I saw Grandma's got some of her Christmas magazines over here. Do you want to see if we can find any exciting inspiration? Yeah, let's get in the Christmas spirit together. This one looks cool. Christmas classics. What do you think of this wreath? Made out of ornaments, metallic, blue, green, pink ornaments. For my own house, I definitely prefer more of a traditional style when it comes to holiday decorations. For Halloween, I want everything to be orange and black, maybe some purple, some silver, but mostly orange and black. Same thing with Christmas, it's all gotta be red and green, maybe some white, silver and gold, but primarily red and green. That's just what really gives me the most cozy, nostalgic kind of feelings I want to feel around the holidays. But when it comes to other people's places, I'm always delighted to go to somebody's house and they've got fun, unique, sort of fresh takes on holiday decorations. Look at this. Reindeer food. Mix a batch of oats and cookie sprinkles for your kids to powder over the lawn, or leave the food for Santa to share. Reindeer food. I wonder who would actually end up eating that if you sprinkled that on your lawn. You'd probably make the neighborhood bunnies very happy. Easy ornaments. Every year when we pick out our Christmas tree, I ask the seller in the tree lot to save the slice at the bottom of the trunk for me. I bring it home and decorate it with the year, or drawing, or names. Then I screw in an eye hook, fasten a ribbon, and voila, homemade ornament. That's a cute idea. Physical souvenirs to mark memories are fun. It reminds me of collecting a rock from a beach. I like that. Flocked is back. Everything vintage is new again. Snowy white trees were all over our pages in the 50s and 60s. And we're embracing the look again, thanks to a new crop of pre-flocked faux but realistic looking trees. What do you think of the flocked tree? It's been, all of the branches have been coated with this fluffy white material to mimic the look of a pine tree coated in freshly fallen snow. I love it. My tree is like that. It's not as flocked as this one. This one looks very heavily flocked. It's very white. Mine just has bits of white on the tips. Oh, I would love to make homemade stockings. It's telling you about different types of stitches. The running stitch, this basic stitch up and down in a row, doesn't need to be evenly spaced. Casual is part of the look. I totally agree. I love some uneven, homemade looking stitches. Couching stitch. Lay a piece of yarn across the felt and secure it with tiny stitches of embroidery floss. Okay, so I think that's what they're showing here. And there's, I think, this red one here. So it's that thick piece of yarn with the pieces of embroidery floss going across it. I quite like the look of that. And then the blanket stitch is an interlocking loop stitch to give the felt edges, which are actually glued together, a finished look. Oh, that's funny. So those stitches all along the edges of the stocking, they're saying those are not load-bearing stitches. They're not actually structurally integral to the stocking. The two sides of the stocking are glued together, but those stitches give it a finished look. I agree. I think it looks very cute. What a gorgeous gingerbread house. I've definitely never made one that looks this good. wonder what the shingles are made out of. I love how natural the shingles look. They look sort of rough and tumble in a good way. And it looks like they used sprigs of rosemary and thyme. Nice design here. Oh, and they used jelly beans to pave a pathway. Oh, it says here for the rooftop shingles, spread melted candy coating in a thick layer on a baking sheet lined with tin foil. When set, break into shingles and attach with royal icing. So it's shattered pieces of melted candy coating. I might just have to try that. It looks very good. I don't think I've ever seen a square wreath. So they used rose hips, juniper sprigs, pine cones, and pepper berries. What do you think of the square wreath? Are you a fan? I think it looks pretty modern. It looks cool. I like what they did with the different plants quartered off into their own sections. They can each shine with their own unique colors and shapes. Wow, this is a pretty striking tree. Rainbow ornaments going from red to pink to gold to green to blue. Oh, what a cute mug. I love this reindeer one. All the Santa ones are sweet too, but oh my gosh, I'd love to have this. I wonder where I could get something like that. Imagine drinking hot cocoa with whipped cream and mini marshmallows on top of peppermint like candy cane sticking out of it. So perfect for a Christmas movie night watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What the heck is going on with this tree? I don't really like that. Do you like that? I don't like that. It looks spooky, almost Halloween-y, like those cobwebs you can spread over everything. I think so. It's tinsel. I think that's more of a 60s thing. I guess I'm just not used to it. For some people, it's probably very nostalgic. It's crazy what a difference that makes if you grow up with something, whether it's, certain decorations or certain flavors. If you grew up with it, you're so much more prone to really love it. What do you think of all of these dinner plates? If you had to pick one of these dinner plates for all of the plates on your Christmas dinner table to be, which plate would you pick? Which plate would you pick? $40 per dinner plate. Never mind. Got expensive tastes, apparently. Cloverleaf potato rolls. Named after the clover plant, these rolls get their tri-leafed look from smooshing 3 balls of dough into one muffin cup. I might have to try to make these. These are pretty charming. Clover leaf potato rolls. Ooh, that butter looks good. I'd love to have that to dip into that butter. Oh, some nice punch ideas. So this recipe is from 1944, the hot cranberry punch. The red cranberries with this sprig of greenery is gorgeous. So festive. The pomegranate rosemary shrub with the orange slices. Golden wassail. It's a mix of pineapple, apricot, apple, and orange. Nice and sweet. And then this one is a champagne party punch. What are these? Oh, kumquats. Okay. If you got to pick one of these party punches to serve at your Christmas party, what would you pick? This one, this one, this one, or this one. I think I would go with this one. Nice and classic. Well, that was fun. I better get back to the party before they start missing me too much. But as always, I had such an amazing time chatting with you. You're always so much fun to chat with. Thank you for sharing your cozy corner you found with me. Yeah. You should come join us later. We might start playing categories or something crazy. Okay. See you soon.